This video has been much overdue, and I am terribly sorry for keeping you all waiting. I know a couple of you messaged me and commented on other videos asking me when was I finally going to post an update on my skin and my skincare routine. I decided to finally make this video because I like making these videos without wearing any makeup. So as you can see, I am barefaced. And don't worry, I will have lots of pictures of my progress so far. Just because I haven't filmed this video doesn't mean I haven't been thinking about my skin. I've really been wanting to have this journey with you all and let you all see my progress, what's been going on, and all of that. So I have taken pictures, and I actually recorded this video earlier, but to be completely honest with you all, I did not like the way I looked. My acne was flaring up like crazy. My cheeks were really red, and don't take my word for it. I'm going to show a clip of me talking so you'll get to see it. And honestly, I did not feel confident enough to post that video. But before I actually get started, I want to thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my previous video, my acne story. If you haven't watched that video, please go watch that video because that talks about the start of my journey with acne, how long I've had acne, things that I've tried, etc, etc. So I will link that down below. But if you have watched it, I sincerely want to thank you, really want to thank you, because now that I look back and I rewatch the video, I just say to myself, I can't believe I posted that video, because it was at a time, I'm sorry if I'm not looking at the camera, but it was very difficult. I was very frustrated. I don't want to say I was at my breaking point, but I was very, I don't want to say depressed, but I was very sad. I was upset. I was frustrated. I don't know. I felt like the walls were closing in on me. And for you all to watch that video, you didn't even have to comment. A lot of you commented, and I really do appreciate it, and thumbs up the video. So thank you all for your support. Thank you all for watching the video. Even if you're not subscribed to me, just the fact that you watched the video made me feel so much better. And, you know, keep this going, and that's why I'm making this update video. As you can see, well, maybe you can't see, but I have no more acne going on right now. I do not think this is over. That's it, peace, I'm out. I definitely don't think like that. It's definitely on my mind, you know, what if it comes back? You know, so that's, I'm sorry if I repeat myself, but I have stopped breaking out for about maybe 3 months now. So yes, I'm very thankful, and now I want to tell you all what happened in all those months that I posted. I don't even know how long it's been since I posted my first update. Most important thing that happened is that I went to go see a specialist. Now, there's a huge backstory to it, but it's not really necessary. All that you have to know is that a while ago when I went to go see my gynecologist, and I did talk about my gynecologist in my other video, she gave me a referral because at that time, I don't know if I mentioned this, but as a teenager, I thought I had PCOS, I had excess hair, I didn't have my menstrual cycle for, oh no, that's a little TMI, I didn't have my menstrual cycle for like 6 months. I thought it was strange. So, you know, I went online, read about PCOS, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's totally me. I think I have it. Had dandruff, overweight. It was totally me. So I talked to my gynecologist, and she said, you know what, I'm going to give you a referral to go see an endocrinologist. And I said, okay, well, you know, that's fine. So I took a referral for me to get to an endocrinologist. What ended up happening was that my dad's insurance got cut off because the job was over. He was in construction. So we lost our insurance, and I couldn't see the endocrinologist, but I kind of forgot about it. So now the years passed, and I'm in my 20s, and my hormones started going crazy. And I just, you know, did some research, and I thought to myself, maybe it's my hormones. And like I said in my other video, that's what I really thought it was, my hormones. So I made an appointment to go see a specialist. Thankfully, I didn't need to get a referral, but it took 3 months for me to actually get an appointment with my endocrinologist. And the first time I went was during the summer. I think in August I went, and she looked at me once and she said, your hormones are not in sync, they're out of control, pretty much was what she was telling me. I'm gonna put you on birth control. That's the first thing she did. She wrote me a prescription and she put me on birth control, and she's like, come see me in a month. So we didn't really talk that much. It was fine though. She already knew. She's like, your hormones are going crazy. So I went that first month, tried birth control. It was still going on, and I didn't expect a quick fix. Keep in mind that 7-8 months have already passed now. So first month passed, I went to go see her, and she said, okay, so it's obviously your hormones. And we talked for a little bit, and I told her about how I was gonna go see an endocrinologist because I thought I had PCOS. And she said, you know what? She looked at my face, and it's normal to grow hair on your face, even if you're a female, so don't freak out. But she noticed, and I'm not sure, please excuse me, I do not know what the word in English is. I know what it is in Korean, and in Spanish it's called vello, but it's having like an excess amount of hair here, and for men it's normal, but for females it's not supposed to be that much. So she looked at my face and she said, you do have more hair than usual, so I'm gonna have you get some blood tests done, and we'll take it from there. And if your hormone levels are a little bit higher than they're supposed to be, then I'm gonna put you on another pill and we'll take it from there. So I went to go get some blood tests done, and I called her back like 2 weeks and a half later, and she said yes, my testosterone level was significantly higher than it should be for females. And bam, that's what I thought. And she said yes, they are, so I'm gonna have to put you on another medication to control that hormone. Went back, she put me on the other pill. I know someone left me a comment, you can't control hormonal acne. Yes, you can control hormonal acne with medication. Essentially, I take 2 pills. I take my birth control and my other pill. And I still do this even now because she said it takes anywhere from 6 months to 2 years for the hormone to stabilize. I thought that's crazy, but she said it just depends on the person. So I've been taking my birth control, and that's 21 days. And the other pill I take for 15 days. And then that's it. And let me tell you, that other pill is expensive, and it is difficult to find too. It's Bayer, but it's difficult to find. The last time I went to go see her was actually this past January, and she said I have to continue taking the other pill. It's been almost 6 months, yeah, and it still hasn't improved. So she still wants me to continue taking that pill, so I am still taking that other pill, and I'm continuing my birth control. For the second part of this video, I wanted to focus on the products that I'm using because you all might be interested. The second time I went to go see her, when I got my other pill, I asked her, do you recommend any certain type of products for me to use, or what I shouldn't use, or etc, etc. And she said, everyone's skin is different. Just because you're breaking out here, that just means your hormones are imbalanced, but everyone has different skin types. You react a certain way to different products. Just because I like something doesn't mean you're gonna like it or your skin's gonna like it. So I really liked it about her. Really awesome in that sense. You don't know how many doctors I've seen, oh, you should try Neutrogena, or you should try Cetaphil, or etc. So I really liked that she's straight up with me and said, you know what, I can't tell you that. But the one thing she did recommend me was an oil-free foundation. And she said to try this brand out, and that's what I've been using, which was really surprising. I was like, hey, I'm using that foundation, and so far so good. I am talking about the Clinique Stay Matte. It's an oil-free foundation, and not broken me out, knock on wood. It has really great coverage. It's not full, but I do use a powder, and I really like it. This was not after a month. It took maybe 4 months for my face not to stop breaking out, and it was painful because I would get zits on my cheeks. They would start hurting here. My cheeks would be really red. It was not pretty. But as you can see now, and I'm not saying my face is perfect and I have perfect skin now, because I'm pretty sure I probably won't ever have perfect skin, and I'm not trying to be down on myself, but you know, I'm being realistic here. I have to put a lot of sunscreen on to go out. It makes me happy, obviously, that I'm not breaking out anymore, but at the same time, you know, I'm not here to brag to you all and say, hey, you know, I don't have acne anymore. Like, that's not the case. I just want to show you guys that there is hope and that you can get help. And it might seem hopeless. Trust me, please trust me. I have tried pretty much everything. Okay, not everything, but a lot of things that you can think of. And I thought, really, there's nothing that's gonna work for me. And look, I am not breaking out anymore, and it's just, I'm so thankful. But again, I'm not like, hey y'all, my face is perfect. Definitely not. Sorry about that tangent, but I saw her in January, and I actually asked her, you know, are there like, obviously there's side effects to every medication, but I was having really terrible cramps and stomach aches whenever I would take the second pill. And I asked her if it was normal. She kind of looked at me and was like, well, do you eat enough fiber? Da 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 da. And I was like, yeah, I do. And I just, I don't know why, but I really get really horrible stomach aches and cramps. And she said, you know what? I want you to get an ultrasound. I was supposed to also get an ultrasound back in the day when I was gonna see my gynecologist because, you know, like I said, I thought I had PCOS. Most women that have PCOS have cysts in their ovaries. So she decided that she wanted me to get an ultrasound, and the building or medical building was like 2 blocks down, so it wasn't that bad. I did have to wait a long time. Let me tell you, I've never had an ultrasound, so I was completely clueless. My mom went with me. But they didn't let her in. They just told me to drink a lot of water until I wanted to go to the bathroom. But obviously I couldn't go to the bathroom. I'm sorry if this is TMI, but I'm just telling you how it is. So I drank a lot of water. It was terrible. It was painful because I was just like walking around, and then when I wanted to go to the bathroom, my back started hurting. So it was really bad. I have to tell you, this is completely not related, but when I was younger, because I thought I had PCOS, I always thought that I couldn't get pregnant. I'm sorry, this is TMI, completely not related, but I always thought like I'm never going to be able to get pregnant. My aunt has PCOS and she can't get pregnant, and there was a time where she was taking medication, but she just stopped because, you know, it is what it is with her, you know, that's her decision. But I always thought that I couldn't have children. I got my results and I took them back to my doctor, and I had to wait like another hour because she was with another patient, and that patient took forever. But I finally got to talk to her, and she said, everything looks fine. Your ovaries are fine. You have no cysts, and you're completely fine. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, really? She's like, yeah, you have no cysts. Your ovaries are fine. Everything down there is fine. So I just couldn't believe it, and I told my mom, and she was just like, thank the heavens. Now that it's been like, what, 2 more months, I've gotten cramps that were that bad, or stomach aches, da 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 da. Lastly, before I left, she told me that she was real with me, and I appreciate it. This is completely, I don't know if this has to deal with it, and I'm sorry if you don't like, you know, want to hear this, but I have to tell you all, I have to be honest with you all. She told me I have to lose weight. Now, my weight is it's a very sensitive issue with women, obviously, but she told me, I really appreciate her being honest with me. She said, this is kind of like a quick fix. I can give you medication and it'll work. Obviously, it'll work. But in order for it to work to the fullest potential, and for your body to be better inside and out, you need to start eating better. She never ever told me you need to go on a diet, you can't be eating this, you can't be eating that. And I really appreciate that, because I don't believe in diets. I don't think you should restrict anyone from eating what they want. If someone wants to eat a piece of chocolate cake, they can do their thing. Like I said, my weight has been always a sensitive issue for me because it always fluctuates, and you know, I could talk more about it, but she said she told me you have to lose weight, start drinking a whole lot more water, and start eating greens, start eating spinach, kale. And that's what I've been doing. So a lot of people have been telling me I've been losing weight. I look the same. I think I look the same. My mom thinks I look the same. So it's been difficult, but it's been better. I feel better. I feel less groggy when I wake up. Maybe that's another reason why I have no more acne, because I'm drinking so much water. I'm doing green smoothies, salads, believe it or not. I stopped eating bread, cold turkey. So I have made lifestyle changes. I'm not to the point where I'm going to go exercise and run a mile every day. I'm not there yet. I want to first change what I put in my body and then start exercising. So yeah, she told me I have to lose weight. And I'm really thankful that she did, because I've never been told by a doctor, you know, you're a little heavy, you need to lose weight, believe it or not. And some of you might think, oh, you look fine. Yes, thank you. But others might be, yeah, you're a little chubby. Either way, I'm so thankful for her. She's expensive, but she's changed my life, really. I needed to hear that from someone, and that got me going. Like, finally someone actually told me. I guess that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I'm not sure if this video is going to be longer or shorter than the last video. Last video, like I said, I was very upset, and just disappointed and frustrated and everything. So I want you all to know that you are not alone. You can always comment or message me because I've been through it. Yes, I've said this in my other video as well. I'm so thankful that I have cystic acne because I don't know what I would do in that situation. And there are so many brave people here on YouTube that share their stories, and I just want to hug them. Honestly, because it gives us so, not motivation, but it makes you feel, I don't want to say better, but it makes you feel like you're not alone out there. And you're not, and you should never feel that way. You are not alone. There are other people that have been through what you're going through, if not worse. So don't feel like you're alone. There's always people you can talk to. And I'm saying this, if you don't have acne, well, obviously you don't understand. But if you have acne, I know that you can reach that point where you're just like, F it all. I don't want to deal with anyone. I don't want to see anyone. I just want to be left alone with this. I completely understand you, but there's hope. Look at me. Look at me. Okay, there's before and after pictures. Yes, my face is not perfect, but I'm glad that this happened. So don't give up hope. Don't ever give up hope, and don't ever think that you're alone. And I will always be thankful to each and every one of you. Again, even if you don't comment, even if you don't give me a like or whatever, just the fact that you all watch this video means the world to me and back. Thank you all for supporting me on this journey. And I hope to make more videos if you want them. If you want to see anything else, I will be doing my updated skincare routine soon. I'm not sure when, so I'm not going to give you false hopes, but I will have it up hopefully soon in the near future. But if you have any other requests, or if you have questions that I possibly skipped over or didn't understand or anything of the sort, leave them down below for me. Thank you all again for all your love and support. I really do appreciate it. It means the world to me so much. You're not alone, and I wish you all the very best.